Sheriff Ray Nash with Police Dynamics here. As you can tell, I'm back in my hooch with my little makeshift video studio. And in the last video that we did, I told you that was going to be the last one in this Dynamic of Change series, but I was wrong. There's one more that we got to cover, and that's the 10-10-80 rule. Now, the 10-10-80 rule says this: out of any given population, out of any given set of people, out of any organization, there's about 10% of the people that are never going to change. Doesn't matter what you tell them, doesn't matter what you do, their minds are made up, don't confuse them with the facts, they are not going to change. And these types of people, these 10%ers, they can be very challenging to you as a supervisor and sometimes make your life rather stressful. Now typically there's another 10% or so of any given population, any given organization that will change very readily if you just present them with the facts. You show them why idea A is a better idea than idea B, and they're all on board. And they'll change very readily, and they'll go after it with a great deal of enthusiasm. And it's wonderful to have these types of people within your organization because it gives you less stress. It makes you more successful, and we wish we had more than the 10%. But that's about how it works out on average. But there is another group, the 80%ers. The majority of most organizations. And these people will change, but they will only change within the context of a trust-based relationship. That's why relationships are so important. That's why these team building roles, the ones that are based upon the power of relationships, are so important. That's why we say that the power for effective change rests within the relationship. The best way I can illustrate this to you is to think about a group of smokers, cigarette smokers. Now, there's about 10% of cigarette smokers that are never going to quit. Doesn't matter what you tell them, doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter what kind of health problems that they're having, they are never going to quit. They're going to be on their deathbed with emphysema, with an oxygen mask in one hand and a cigarette in the other. And that's the way they're going to go out. That's just the way it is. Now, there's another 10% or so of that population that they will change. They will quit. You just present them with the facts. You show them a picture of a diseased lung. You show them some medical research or studies about what the health dangers are of smoking, and those cigarettes are going to the garbage can. In fact, there's been such a powerful media campaign and educational campaign about the dangers of cigarette smoking that probably all of those people, those 10%ers, have quit already, probably did a long time ago. But now there's about 80% or so of the smoking population. It's going to take a relationship to cause them to change. It's going to take a son or a daughter or grandchild crawling up in their lap and saying, Daddy or Mommy, I love you so much, and I want you to be a part of my life for a long time to come, and I know that the cigarette smoking is very, very dangerous to your health, and I hear you coughing all the time, and I don't want you to die early, and I don't want to be alone. I want to have you as part of my life, and besides that, it makes your clothes smell icky, and I don't want to get up on your lap. And you start tugging at those heartstrings, and that person will quit within the context of that relationship. But building the relationship is key. That's why you, as an effective leader, an effective supervisor, have got to get out engaged with your people, with your team, building these trust-based relationships within the organizational structure itself so that you can begin to create an environment that is conducive to change. So when it comes time to change, we can present the facts. We've already got the relationship in place. We can talk about the benefits of a character-based initiative within an organization, for example. You got the 10% that are not going to change no matter what you do. They're going to be resistant to it. You got the other 10%, you show them the facts, they're all on board, they're going to change. The 80%ers, the majority of your organization and your team, it's going to take that trust-based relationship to get them to change whatever it might be. It might be a change in policy, a change in organization, a change in mission, change in assignment. Build the relationship first. That is key. That is critical to taking your organization forward as you begin to develop a plan from going from where you are today to where you'd like to be in the future, understanding the change curve. You implement a change, and there's a valley of despair. Team building roles bring them back up out of that valley. You move forward, morale and performance continue to go up, and you can achieve some high and mighty things as you move forward toward the highest level of performance within your organization.